Hello everyone, this is Herb from World of Walt coming to you live from the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World in Florida on a beautiful Saturday morning. I have a fast pass for Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin in Tomorrowland. We're going to take the long way around, check out what's going on in the Magic Kingdom. Happy Saturday, thanks for joining me. It is a really pretty day here, about 73 degrees and it's supposed to get up to about 79. It's going to be a really pretty day. Humidity is down by Florida standards, which is a good thing. The train, the Roger E. Brogy, is parked in front of the Main Street train station while Disney works on the railroad tracks, particularly getting ready for Tron in Tomorrowland. Hi, Tim Peterson. Thanks for being here. Welcome to the Magic Kingdom. Michelle from Western New York, good morning to you. Hi, Corey from Indiana. Joe from Minnesota. Welcome. And the grand reveal. Welcome to Main Street, USA. Amanda from Louisiana, hello to you. Tom says a perfect day to be here. It really is. It's a beautiful day today. It's a great day to be in the Magic Kingdom. John from Michigan, hello to you. Jean from New Hampshire. Holly says thanks for the stream. You are welcome. Thanks for joining me. It's fun to share it with others. About time to take a little walk right down the middle of Main Street, USA. My fast pass goes till 11 o'clock for a Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. But instead of hanging a right at Cinderella Castle, I'm going to hang a left. We're going to take the long way around so we can see what's going on today in the Magic Kingdom. Gary says, loves the Pin of the Month Club. Thank you very much, Gary. Appreciate that. It's time for the shameless plug. Got to do one in every video broadcast. If you'd like a little bit of Disney magic delivered to your home every month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. I'll be doing some pin shopping today. Looks like the Main Street Trolley Show is going on up ahead. Dawn, good morning to you in Wisconsin. Danielle says looks forward to the videos every Saturday. Thank you very much. Appreciate your joining me. Looks like Disney has been able to remove all of the dream lights from Cinderella Castle. Christmas decorations are officially down all over the park. David from Edmonton, Alberta, hello to you. Okay, I always tell people if you see the Main Street USA Trolley Show, you have to stop. So I'm going to stop for a minute if I can get a spot where we can see anything. Leanne shared the video. Thank you for doing that. A lot of folks right here. sorry I didn't say the name, but someone asked if I got a new gimbal. I did. I lost my other one a couple weeks ago, which is a bummer. I know what happened. I sat it down when I was buying something and I did not pick it back up. That's actually happened to me twice, which maybe is a sign of old age. I don't know. The first time when I lost the gimbal, I was able to submit a request to Disney Lost and Found. They actually found it. Second time, no luck. I actually got an email from Disney saying they've given up, so my gimbal has gone to the great beyond, where lost things go. Okay, we got some people singing over at Casey's. It's like the crowd is, breaking out in song. And actually, I have not balanced this gimbal, which is something I definitely need to do, because it's got a little case of the jitters. Cindy says, looks packed. It is surprisingly busy here today. There are a lot of folks. It took quite a long time to get into the Magic Kingdom parking lot, which seems to be sort of standard these days. The checkpoint used to be getting into the ticket turnstiles. Now it seems like the checkpoint or the choke point is getting into the parking lot. Robert says hi to Mickey, or say hello to Mickey. Will do. Oh, come on, Mr. Gimbal. It's not having a good day today. Dawn, good morning to you. Thanks for joining. Denise is going to be here in July. Diane says it's always busy. This is true. It is pretty much busy all the time. Disney is, as I always say, doing a great job of making sure that the parks are busy all the time. Come on, Mr. Gimbal. There were some instructions in the gimbal on how to balance it, which I just didn't do. Guess I have to do that. Michelle says she has to wait till June to be here. Susan, beginning a school vacation week in Massachusetts. I know a lot of folks have President's Day off on Monday, which if you do, good for you. All right, even though I'm trying to get to Tomorrowland, I'm heading towards Liberty Square. Gonna hang a right, go through Fantasyland, and then we'll eventually make our way to Buzz. Patty says, coming in January for 50th birthday. Happy 50th birthday to you. Patty from Canton, Ohio, hello to you. John says, don't worry about it, Jumpy's video is better than none. Thank you. Appreciate that, John. I want to make sure I give everybody the best possible setup. But sometimes technology just does not want to cooperate. Having one of those days. But last week there was no gimbal at all, so at least portions of this are going to be stable. And then you'll sort of list off. Jackie, hello to you. Samantha says, wishes she was here. Heritage House over to our right, where you can see Muppets Great Moments in American History, which I think I've done a broadcast of that in the past. If you have not seen Great Moments in American History by the Muppets presented here in Liberty Square, I highly recommend it. It is great. Muppets doing history as only Muppets can do. Shout out to Andrew from Indiana. Hello, Andrew. Thanks for being here. A shout out to you. Lisa says, is the steamboat running again? I believe it is. I actually see that it's parked over here at the riverboat landing. Caroline says, the new Move It, Shake It is a favorite. You know, I have not seen it yet. I kind of had this idea in my head, which is not proven by anything yet, but that it's pretty similar to what it replaced. But I think Mickey and Minnie have their new 90th birthday costumes on. Krista says, what's the temperature feeling like at Walt Disney World today? It's really nice. 73 when I started. It's supposed to get up to maybe 78 or 79. Humidity is still low, at least by Florida standards. So it's a good day to be here. Actually, I think the Florida edition of winter is probably about over. Because this week we're going to have highs in the mid-80s. Judith says, good morning from Illinois. Hello to you. Elizabeth's going to be going to Florida in 4 days. Going to make a stop by Epcot. Good for you. Hope you have a good time. Pretty long line here for the Haunted Mansion, stretching way back out. I can see it's a small world up ahead. Gail says, you are the best. Thank you very much, Gail. That's nice of you to say. Oops. Roseanne says, feels like she's here, except for the occasional sort of tilt off to the side. New gimbal, didn't follow the instructions. Bad move. But that will be on my list of things to do today. See if I can balance the gimbal out. Crystal's got 9 days to visit the daughter and the Disney Cast program. It's an exciting time for young adults. Hope that you have a good trip and she's having a good experience. Anne has 170 days. Denise says, thanks for the Disney fix, not going until 2021. Yeah, not balancing the gimbal was a pretty bad move. There are a lot of people here in Fantasyland. Tim points out that it is a small world after all, and he's right. Carousel looks like it is finally out from behind the construction tarps. It's always nice to see. Always happy when Disney is spending some of their hard-earned money, keeping things in good working condition. Shelley says, starts her vacation on Monday. Good for you. Happy President's Day. Should be on the outer walls of the castle, beyond the turrets, you can see a large construction crane, which is actually outside the railroad tracks. I would bet my next paycheck that is for Tron coaster coming up. It's exciting to see that Disney started to do the structure there. They've been working on clearing and preparing the land for a while. Emily says, do you post somewhere what equipment you use? I've been meaning to one of these days write an article about what I use, but in summary, it's an iPhone, I think 7. It's definitely not the latest and greatest, but just a good old iPhone and a gimbal. It's a Zhiyun, or some other Chinese name I cannot pronounce. Zhiyun is what I use. Does a good job. Sherry says crowds look pretty high. Yeah, there are a lot of people here today, and a little bit surprisingly. I was here, I was at another park last weekend at Disney's Animal Kingdom, and a cast member was saying it's cheerleading season, which for the past few weeks that has definitely been the case. I've seen a lot of groups of young ladies in matching t-shirts. I think the gimbal's getting tired because I didn't properly balance it. Myra says, Fantasyland is a favorite. George, good morning to you. Cold Kentucky. Hey, we have a smiling person. Diane asks, what's my profession? My day job is I work for a software company doing project management, spreadsheets, and numbers and things like that, which I enjoy very much. I'm very thankful. It pays the bills, and I do like it. Steve says he was a cast member in Security. Scott from South Carolina, 22 days to go. Trisha, good morning to you. All right, Mr. Gimbel. You're not doing a very good job by me today, but it's my fault. I did not read the instructions and follow them. You know, that's always a last resort anyway, reading the instructions. Jackie says, thanks for sharing, you're welcome. Eric says, can I do the Carousel of Progress sometime? Yeah, I think I can. You know, they used to make an announcement that you're not supposed to use any recording devices in the Carousel of Progress. And I do my best to try to follow the rules. I'm not sure if that's still the case. Maybe one of these days I can stop by and ask. And if video is okay, then maybe I could do Carousel of Progress, because it actually is a favorite of mine. I was thinking about just checking it out one of these days, since I have not in a while. Been some rumors about whether or not the Carousel of Progress will get some upgrade love heading into the 50th anniversary in 2021. I hope it does. Giselle, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Any word on when the Skyliner is going to open? I've not heard any official announcement. I think Disney has gotten into the mode of not announcing opening dates until they're pretty sure. But I've seen plenty of news reports about how Disney is doing testing now. You've seen occasional gondolas on the cables going through the air. But a number of the stations are still under construction. So I would guess in the next 4 to 6 months. It's my wild guess. Corey says, do they still have the Hall of Presidents? Yes, they do. In Liberty Square. Actually, a portion of Great Moments in American History with the Muppets takes place directly above the entrance to the Hall of Presidents, where Sam Eagle pops out of a window up above, which is very cool. Kathy says, thanks so much. Makes her heart and soul happy. Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate your being here with me today. Krista said heard fall of 2019 for the Skyliner. I think that's a pretty good estimate. I think it was Patty who said, could I take everybody on the PeopleMover sometime? I would love to do that. Actually, it's been a while since I've been on the PeopleMover myself. It is a favorite. Okay, everybody, we're in Tomorrowland. Have been for a while. Lynn, good morning to you. John says, came in late, taking the long way around. Very true. I think this is almost the longest way around. It didn't head through Frontierland, but went through Liberty Square. Brenda says, thank you from Michigan. You are welcome. Linda, good morning to you in Hebron, New York. I don't think I've been to Hebron before. All right, let's see if I can figure out where the Fast Pass entrance is. Kevin says, how about Country Bears? That is a great idea, too. All right, I am trying to figure out where the end of the Fast Pass line is. It looks like it's really far away. I'm a little surprised that the Fast Pass line for Buzz Lightyear is all the way down to where Monsters, Inc. is. That's a little crazy. Makes me wonder if something is not quite right.
Should I see if they're on the monorail?
All right, here we are. Tom said I'll get my 10,000 steps in today. Hopefully so. I definitely took a long way around. Jeff is a People Mover fan. Me too. Linda, good morning to you. Bobby says a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. Johnny says, do I think Galaxy's Edge will be open by, and then it went by. I think you said December 8th. My guess is that November, December is when we'll see Galaxy's Edge open. The new Star Wars themed area at Disney's Hollywood Studios. That is just a guess. Disney has not released an opening date yet. Lisa said, sun's going on March 1st. That is good. Adam says, looks broken down. Yeah, I hope that is not the case. It feels like the line has moved a few steps. We'll see here. Lynette said, did they close the raceway permanently? No, the Tomorrowland Speedway is closed temporarily as Disney reconfigures that area of the park to get ready for Tron. Sue said the line is crazy. You're right, this line is crazy. Looks like it's moving though. Amanda says, skip it, hit the People Mover. You know, if this line does not make progress, I think I just may do that. Well, let's see. Give it a couple minutes. Michael says, what is the website for the Pin Club? You can go to pinofthemonthclub.com. That's pinofthemonthclub.com. And read all about the details. Thank you for asking. Brian says Carousel Progress is a favorite. Me too. Jennifer says the crowd looks insane. How does it feel? It feels really busy. It feels like there are a lot of folks here today. Benjamin said, did I find my gimbal? Sadly, no. I put in a request for Disney Lost and Found. The first time that happened, they found it for me, but this time, nope. Okay, I get a lot of people who are saying we should just ditch Buzz Lightyear and head to the People Mover. You know what? I think I'm going to do that because this line looks really long. So, thank you everyone for the ideas. We're going to do People Mover. William says, what's the standby time? We'll take a peek as we go by. Let's see. Jason says, thanks for the weekly videos. You're welcome. Thank you for being a part of them. Standby line for Buzz Lightyear might be a little bit hard to see up there. 60 minutes. 60 minutes. All right, Terry's voting for People Mover. Gail's voting for People Mover. The people have spoken. The people want to move. The people want the People Mover. So that's what we're doing. Heather's voting for the People Mover. All right. We are going there. Although it looks like the line for the People Mover is long, and you know the park is busy if the line for the People Mover is long. Jerry says, thanks for streaming. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Cynthia says it's packed. It is kind of packed. Yeah, I cannot believe this sort of line for the People Mover. That's craziness. But it's probably going to be faster than the Buzz Lightyear line. Amy says, thanks, we're all excited for the People Mover. All right. I thought this was going to be a Buzz Lightyear day, but it looks like it's going to be a People Mover day. Debbie says, look at the shorts, freezing in Cali. Yeah, it is. It's a warm day here. I wore long pants today, and I definitely couldn't have gotten away with shorts. William says, why is the park so busy? I don't really know. I'm not sure. Well, actually, I do have a guess. It's probably because President's Day is on Monday, and a lot of folks are making this into a 3-day weekend or 4-day weekend. So that's probably why. I didn't really think about that before. And I didn't really consider it an issue because I had a fast pass. But then looks like Buzz Lightyear is not having a very productive day. Jerry said, just walk around. Martha says, just keep swimming. All right, we're gonna hang out here for the People Mover. This line is moving pretty quickly. I can see the People Mover up ahead is functioning. So this shouldn't take too long. Denise says President's Day weekend is always busy. I think you are correct. Barry says on the weekend go at rope drop. Good idea. Sandy says New York has February week off for President's Week. Wow, whole week. Good for you. Matthew said some schools have their winter recess. Makes sense. Amanda says at least the People Mover continuously loads. Yes, that is true. This is a very high capacity attraction. So even when there is a long line, it normally goes pretty quickly. Linda said, why aren't we going on Buzz Lightyear? Because the crowd has voted, the fans have voted, and they said People Mover didn't want to hang out for the line for Buzz. So we are going on the People Mover instead, last minute substitution. Christina said, one of the People Mover once the lights were on for Space Mountain. Very cool to see. That has happened to me one time as well. It is a very fun thing. It kind of makes you want to keep your hands inside the car at all times when you go on Space Mountain once you have seen the lights on, because there is so much steel and stuff packed into the mountain. It's amazing. Deborah says Massachusetts has President's Day or week off. Ed's got 184 days to go. William said, where would you eat for a fast dip? You know, one of my favorite places is in Liberty Square, the place where they serve the waffles. The name is escaping me right now. Sleepy Hollow, I think is the name of it. Maybe if someone knows the name of the quick service place in Liberty Square that faces Cinderella Castle with the waffles, you can help me out. I think it's Sleepy Hollow Refreshments. Mike is voting for the People Mover. Linda, first trip to Disney in 1977. Good for you. Troy's a People Mover fan. Jeff says, never seen it this crowded before. It is very significantly crowded. Deborah's giving a yay for TTA. Anna says Sleepy Hollow. Thank you very much. Sandra, Sleepy Hollow, thank you very much. Stephanie, yep, Sleepy Hollow. Very good, thank you. Roberta says, thank you. People Mover is a favorite. I think my gimbal is getting a little tired because I did not follow the instructions and did not properly balance and initialize it, but we'll do that next time. Michael says Sleepy Hollow is fantastic. It is. It's really, I think, a very overlooked spot and one of the best quick service spaces in the Magic Kingdom. I also like Gaston's. They've been tweaking the menu, but you can get a LaFoe's brew there, which is very good. Very cold. You can't drink it too fast. You get a brain freeze. Kathy has been going to Disney since 1971. Good for you. It's a good long time. Corey says, next time you go to Epcot, take us inside the big giant ball, please. Yes, you're referring to Spaceship Earth. I've actually done some tests of broadcast, not actually broadcasting, and it seems like the structure does not allow for a good internet connection in Spaceship Earth. So if I were to do that, my concern is that you would have a very on and off. Oops. Very on. If I were to do Spaceship Earth broadcast, you'd have very on and off. You would not have a very good experience. I'll have to go and test it out again sometime and see if that is still the case. Norman said you get a good look at the Tron construction on the People Mover. Good point. It's been a while since I've seen that section of the park, or that new section of the park. After it's been cleared, looks like the crane is in place now. so we'll be good to see. Kelly loves Gaston. Meeting him is fun. It is. Normally the person who is playing Gaston, or, it is Gaston, does a tremendous job. Jackie says, looks warm today. Yep, it's in the mid-70s. It's going to be up towards 80 today, maybe 78, 79. A lot of folks in line for the Astro Orbiter as well. Johnny said, heard rumors that Spaceship Earth is closing for a 2-year rehab. I've heard that as well. I've heard it as well. Spaceship Earth, especially as it gets towards the end, I think needs to be updated every once in a while. Brenda says, love riding the People Mover. Me too. Janine said, what about the Haunted Mansion? I am a big Haunted Mansion fan. When it comes to broadcasts, it's a very dark environment, so when you go, you really can't see very much on a video. You could definitely hear what's going on, you just can't see. Amanda was here 5 years ago, and it was busy then, busy now. Michelle says, when is Tron supposed to open? My guess would be they're trying to get it in place for the 50th anniversary in 2021. I have not heard a targeted go-live date, and the structure is just starting to rise up from the ground right now, so they got quite a lot of work to do there. Corey says, have I ever done a broadcast on Test Track? Yes, I have. Actually, it's a lot of fun. Nancy said, first trip was 1977. Myra says, best friend and she are headed to Disney in 2 weeks. That's great. I hope you have a good time. Sue says, still miss Walter Cronkite. Yeah, he had an incredible voice to narrate Spaceship Earth. I agree. Heather said, do I ever do a nighttime broadcast? I have. Yeah, I have. Normally I try to do Saturday mornings. Sometimes I'll get another broadcast in. Actually, I think it's this coming Friday. I have a Disney media event for Star Wars. I'm going to be going to the Star Wars dessert party, and I will definitely do a broadcast for that. I'm very much looking forward to it. All right, won't be long now. Tim says, thank you from ice cold Iowa. Shawnee, hey, People Mover. Yes. The title for this video may say Buzz Lightyear, but we ditched Buzz. Everybody wanted to go check out the People Mover, so that's what we did. The line from Buzz was way backed up, even for Fast Pass. Christine asked, how about Mickey's PhilharMagic? I would actually love to do a broadcast to that, but it is 3D, and so you really wouldn't get to see much of anything except a blurry screen. So yeah, that is something I do think about. A lot of those shows, sometimes Disney doesn't want you to broadcast or do a video. Some 3D attractions are not good. Gail, hello to you from Fayetteville, West Virginia. Mike said, will I be able to see the Tron light cycle from here when it opens? Yeah, I think we're going to be able to see a little bit of it today. It's probably going to look mostly like dirt and maybe some construction equipment. And it says, we're finally on. Yes, we are. All right, welcome to People Mover. Scott is voting for Everest at night. Mimi from Boston, hello.
Along the way, you can preview many of the exciting places you'll want to be sure to enjoy today while visiting Disneyland of tomorrow.
We're going to hear from Tom Morrow earlier or later today.
So keep your eyes peeled. You never know who you might see.
Sue says People Mover is a favorite for me as well. Purple Wall.
off an experimental prototype for Indian Toy. Progress City was the inspiration for Epcot, and many of its forward-thinking ideas have been realized throughout Walt Disney World. If you're featuring good shopping there, then you want to visit the Kingdo Traders, where you'll find the greatest goods from around the galaxy.
Christy wants to move to Progress City. Me too. I always love seeing that model. And I've heard the model that you see for the PeopleMove is just a fraction of what was originally built. Okay, we do get a pretty good view into the Tron construction over here to our left. You see the crane is in place. There's a lot of dirt, a few bits of trees left, and quite a few people out there working today in their trucks, even on a Saturday. Alright, hold on for Space Mountain.
Please contact Mr. Johnson in the control tower to confirm your flight to the moon.
Paging Mr. Morrow. Mr. Tom Morrow. Okay, it's gonna be dark for a moment or two. Hang on. Listen to the sounds of Space Mountain. Jackie says, thanks for the videos. You are welcome. Thanks for being here.
Welcome back to Tomorrowland. Be sure to visit Space Mountain while you're here for an adventure that's out of this world.
All right, I always like to see if we can get some people on the other train to wave back. So let's see. No waivers today. You can see the construction equipment reaching all the way to the tracks for the Tomorrowland Speedway.
For a different high-flying adventure, Upland Point the Astro Orbiter.
A lot of people waiting
Your own
for
space
Space
craft,
Mountain.
you take a spin around the planet and ascend to otherworldly heights.
Kathy said, glad to see the Tron construction. It is exciting.
We're now approaching Walt Disney Disney's Carousel of Progress. Inside this rotating theater,
said
families
videos of
welcome you
highlights,
to their
so thank
homes
you
of
very much.
yesterday and today, starting way back at the turn of the 20th century. First presented at the New York World's Fair, this legendary circular theater celebrates the progress that has made our lives better. It's a perfect reminder that there's always a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day.
Scott says, what's the construction going to be? It is going to be the Tron coaster, probably coming in 2021. Okay, one of my favorite hidden Mickeys is coming up. Look on the lady's belt buckle.
Calling all space rangers, this is Buzz Lightyear. Report to your star cruiser and join me on this daring space mission against the evil Ever Observer.
As an honorary space ranger, you use your own personal laser cannon to save the entire galaxy. Monsters Incorporated. So drop in and join Mike Wazowski and all his pals at Monsters Incorporated platform. Share the fun.
Yeah, very good. Even though we're on a tight schedule here.
Authority Station. Our Red Circle tour is coming to an end, but not to a stop, because this transportation system never stops.
Dory said, where's the hidden Mickey? It was on the belt buckle of the lady getting her hair done. Gail says, thank you. You're welcome, Gail. Thank you for being here.
It's been a pleasure to have you aboard. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Marty says, is there a Disney pin book that lists all the pins? Not that I know of, because there have been thousands upon thousands of them. I don't know, maybe Disney has an inventory somewhere. Patricia says, we love it.
Keep your arms away from the board.
Cheryl, good morning to you from Gray and Chile, Indiana. Jeff says, thanks for the videos. You're welcome, Jeff. Thank you for being here. Mary says, thank you.
Please keep your arms away from the doors and remain seated until the doors slide open automatically. Step on
Mary says, great substitution. Thank you very much. Thanks everybody for the idea to do it. Actually, I'm not sure I would have come up with this on my own, but I'm glad that we made a last minute change. Buzz Lightyear, we'll see you another time. Today it was fun to see the People Mover. Heather asked, do I ship pins to Canada? Unfortunately, no, I don't. I've had a lot of people ask. And the reason why is that there are taxes and regulations which I do not understand on how to be able to ship into Canada. Maybe someday I'll be able to figure that out, but right now I do not. Tim, thanks for the plug, Pin of the Month Club. Check it out at pinofthemonthclub.com. Welcome to Rocket Tower Plaza Station. Kevin said, did I ever do a video from Tom Sawyer Island? You know, I don't believe I have, and that's a really good idea. I'm going to have to put that on my list. All right, everybody, thanks very much for being with me here today at the Magic Kingdom. We did do a little last-minute substitution where we were going to go on Buzz Lightyear, but the line was, well, just kind of crazy. So, thank you for the ideas. We checked out the People Mover, which was a lot of fun. So if you enjoy the videos, please go ahead and turn on notifications if you're watching on mobile. There is probably a little menu in the top right where you can say turn on notifications. and that way Facebook will let you know when I go live, which is typically on Saturday mornings, 10:30 give or take. I also do post these videos back to Facebook, so if you missed the live broadcast, you can check it out there. And these videos go on YouTube, so go over to YouTube, do a search for World of Walt, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I also post exclusive videos there. Thank you everybody for joining me today. I always enjoy reading all the comments, chatting back and forth. Thank you for the hearts and the thumbs up, especially the shares. It's a great way to get the word out. Hope you all have a terrific weekend and a good President's Day if you have that day off. Until next time, God bless.